Central Bank Governor Cleviston Haynes recently weighed in on the question of what impact government's retrenchment exercise would likely have on Barbados' economic recovery.
I think the retrenchment which they have undertaken is designed to achieve the expenditure, part of the expenditure containment element. As I said in my earlier remarks, not everything is going to be popular, but it is part of what needs to be done in order to restore the fiscal discipline that is necessary. One of the points which I always make is you can't run deficits larger than you can finance. And that really has been a problem that we face in recent years. The whole concept of central bank increasing the amount of financing that it provided is because we had deficits that were just too large relative to the available level of financing.
The governor adds that the structured program is designed to the deficit and the borrowing requirement for government.
What you have to recognize is that we are getting some assistance from, in terms of budgetary support, from international financial agencies like the IDB and the CDB, but there's no access to international capital markets. There is no access to domestic capital markets in the wake of the debt restructuring. What we do hope is that over time that situation will improve, confidence will return, and we'll be able to reaccess those markets. That is what has happened in most of the countries where it's happened.
Epley Caribbean Property Fund Limited, SCC, formerly Fortress Caribbean Property Fund Limited, recently released its latest audited financial statements for the Development Fund and Value Fund, and both reflected losses. In the director's statement, it was revealed that the Development Fund produced a loss of just over $2 million last year. It was noted that the fund owns a combination of development lands and residential units in Barbados, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent. However, the development lands do not produce net operating income. As for the Value Fund, it produced a loss attributable to shareholders of just over $800,000. The decline was mainly driven by a decline in the fair value of the fund's investment properties, most significantly at Carlisle House. All right, time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region.
In Jamaica, Sagicor Real Estate X Fund Limited was the volume leader with 507,100 units, and they were followed by JMMB Group 7.25% VR, JMDCR Preferred Shares, and Barita Investments Limited. In Trinidad and Tobago, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader with 200,000 shares changing hands for a value of $350,000. They were followed by Republic Financial Holdings Limited and Trinidad and Tobago NGL Limited. And in Barbados, Goddard Enterprises Limited was the sole security, trading 5,351 shares at $3.73 each.
Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Water Wednesdays. Here with me is the chairman of the Barbados Water Authority, Leo Dean World, to talk about the adjustments made by the BWA, which will help to improve the service to you, our public. Leo Dean, thank you for joining us on the program. Some adjustments made at the Barbados Water Authority, but the focus will be on service going forward.
Indeed. Right now, the Barbados Water Authority is going through a whole change. We are seeking to create a water authority that's fit for purpose, and as such, there will be changes along the way. The main focus of the change is to ensure that the service which we give to our people, because as I've always indicated, we are in charge of the most important commodity, water, and we want to ensure that the delivery of that to people meets the standard that people require, that people deserve, and that the Barbados Water Authority has the potential to give. We have come under a lot of criticism in the past in terms of service, with the retrenchment process. There have been additional criticisms in that regard. But with change, there will always be a difficult period. But once we keep our eyes focused on the goal, which is a Barbados Water Authority fit for purpose, customer service oriented, staff driven, profitable enterprise, I think that we will be able to accomplish a lot.
Well, speaking about profitable, we see a number of renewable energy projects which are continuing under the Barbados Water Authority, which will also help to reduce what the authority is paying for energy. Tell me, what is your idea for that leaner and more aggressive water authority in terms of controlling the finances and moving it away from dependence on government?
Well, our mandate was very clear in the sense that we have to move away from reliance on central government. And truth be told, with everything that is going on, all the projects within the Barbados Water Authority, there is no reason why we shouldn't have been here a long time ago. The fact of the matter is that we are the first in 16 countries to lead the path where renewable energy is concerned. And for the Barbados Water Authority, that is a tremendous accomplishment. We also recognize that in doing so, it will allow for the Barbados Water Authority to be a more profitable enterprise. We will then be able to offer services to individuals. A lot of people don't realize that the Act makes provision for the Barbados Water Authority to assist persons in need. And we just never had the funding available to do that. That is something that's very important to our board. We also wish to be able to have programs that will allow for the change out of water-saving devices, water-saving toilets, water-saving shower heads, and making the public more aware. We just don't want to be an entity we want to be an entity that leads the charge, that makes our children and our people aware of all of the alternative forms of energy that's out there. A lot of people say, well, okay, why water? Well, water is a form of energy. With the projects that are going on in terms of the South Coast sewage and the plans to make it into a tertiary treatment plant. I mean, that there are tremendous savings there. There are tremendous opportunities there, opportunities for growth, opportunities for jobs, opportunities for training, and the greatest opportunity of all is to make the Barbados Water Authority into what it was meant to be. With the people that we have, the dedication and commitment that they have shown, certainly to this new board and the approach taken by the board, it has been tremendous, and we are looking forward to a wonderful couple of years ahead.
Well, there you have the vision of the board, of course, the chairman, Leo Dean Worrell, and what the Barbados Water Authority will be rolling out in the years ahead. Of course, we want to thank you for watching the program. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to our Facebook page for additional information as well, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can find us there.